Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Be back. Be back. Good luck.
It's the National Football League looking.
We'll check first.
Because that thing be like, I don't know. Some be going on.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Oh shit, just
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
Now Brown. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
I can promise you, Mike, when this play call went into the headset of the quarterback, nobody on the coaching staff thought this play was going to result in a sack. This ball is expected to come out quick.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, hey, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Miami. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. This is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. Into space. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy to ball ends up in his hands. But this, I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
11.
A carry here for Brown. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. York, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing is Tua. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety.
Run, fool, run!
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do.
Powering forward, he's in. Chase Brown, touchdown Bengals. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
I ain't gonna play.
Both teams ready to go once more.
Two
As
back
the
to
kicks
back.
away.
I ain't gonna put you back to back. I need one.
Washington now
I
to
took a break
return
to do
it.
another one.
They'll get
That's
this
cool.
up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Taking off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Washington now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with first and 10.
All right.
Off play action, it's Tua. That is complete to Craycraft. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Big strides. Look at him go. And he will score. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Brown. And a nice run. Get him about 9.
Let's go.
It'll bring up second down. They'll run here with Brown. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
What that mean?
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking.
You ready?
In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick up of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
11, 11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a first down. A play fake. Now 2 at a throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Going for it all. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt.
You all right?
1 quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. And we're back
did?
to South Florida after this.
What she said?
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Stop.
Hold up.
11, 11. Stop.
Burrow to throw. That's complete. It's Yosibas. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now here's another ball that It's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Going up top. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Play action. Tagovailoa. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and when you don't get home, it just...
Okay. Okay.
So in your secondary, Mike, they feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Yeah. What was it?
I'm sleeping. Oh no. Yes, I do. I used to. Yeah. No, I don't.
You ready?
Oh.
Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second.
11 MT. 11
So after the
MT.
loss on first,
Here we go.
here's 2nd and 14.
Stop.
Burrow.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, so they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be
They're right
picks.
here.
The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big, explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up
A dive, and he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will go up by a point here in the second quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. You'll find Brown out of the backfield.
Here we go.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Second down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. 11 yards on the connection there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. On the move, past the 40. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
We got to keep 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He is
What are you doing?
Good defense, loss of a couple on that play. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout.
the ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive lineman had no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, you take him down for a loss.
Third and long. Now, Burrow. And this ball incomplete on third down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This one from 52 yards away. And that one bounces off the crossbar, but it goes in. It's good. And the Bengals are going to move out in front. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. Geno Stone that time, all over him in coverage. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard, the Cincinnati Kid, in to bring him down.
Hey, get set. Set.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now, faking the give. And he's just throwing ducks out there. Another ball intercepted. York now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
1st down throw for Burrow. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. The Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those types of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, go some ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tua. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter.
Ready? Peter, watch the clock. You ready? Nah.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And this has been a game to forget so far. You start to wonder, how long do you stay with a guy when he's thrown pick after pick after pick? It has been a long game at the quarterback position. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's caught downfield by Smith. A gain there of 27 yards.
Go ahead.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Off play action, it's Tua. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right.
40-yard line.
Again, it's Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will get into the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will cut it to a 2-point lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone.
I just called it.
Will bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive will start on the ground, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Chop Robinson, the rookie out of Penn State, in there for the stop. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out.
You know, more often than not, the
So we need to hurry
NFL,
up. We need to
games
get
are
to the
won based on who
All right.
wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this
I
defense
yawn.
came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Oh.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver
right there,
that
my
one the way he
hands.
wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. A play fake. Now, and this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Sending it deep for Waddle.
So
I'll
this
take it.
offense, they think
I will
this is a
take it.
prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On 1, ready?
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. So they come to the line for 1st
Come
down
on.
and 10.
You should know.
They bring Chase in motion
21.
on 1st
You
down.
do something for me.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins.
Here we go.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
11, mighty. 11.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
Here we go. Here we go.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
What the hell? Oh, they just robbed me again.
We're going to try to pick this
They
up
just
on
robbed me
3rd and 8.
again, Peter.
Just set.
To throw is Burrow. They'll set up the screen.
They robbed me.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. He finds Smith working across the middle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Ready, set.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one.
Yeah, ready. Out.
Play action. Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. second touchdown of the afternoon. And he's going to get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there's a flag down on the field. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8.
Gun. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd.
Backwards.
Back to throw. Burrow. Open is Sample down the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of the midfield.
Stop the quarters.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up.
7 minutes control. Well, 7 minutes.
On 1, ready?
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
11.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start.
Offense.
I didn't even do.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Burrow.
Hello.
More of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now the 2nd-year man, Devon Achane.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. 3rd down coming up.
Go ahead.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I will punt.
When
I
you
was
get the
you.
ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On 2, ready?
Set to go now on 1st.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Gun. Cut.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Cut.
They'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
11 Thomas. Cut.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake. It's a sack. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to tie things up here in the 4th.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10.
Out of bounds.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Go ahead. Fight.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Get set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Get set.
They snap it to Tua.
What?
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think if you fail on that 4th down, you give the ball to your opponent. All they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the 4th quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but to go out and try to win this game.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the...
Oh. Come on. Can we play, Peter? What are you looking for?
I need to take a break.
For what?
I need to take a break. Hold up. I need to pick up my place.
Get it back here, just past the 35.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3,
Are you ready?
high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Trying to
I'm
find
not waiting for you.
someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
11 MT. Here we go. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. 14 yards on that pass play there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
11 MT. Take. It's just set. 12. What? Dot.
Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibov. And it's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll run here. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down, 8 for the first down.
11 Thomas. Stop.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And he's out of bounds with the first down. The fake spike worked. It's a first down. And a gain of 13. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Here we go. Dot.
Brown.
On 1, ready?
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. Dot.
And he'll be close to a first down.
Be the first.
As they mark him just short.
Dot.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
It's 1st and goal. Get the fuck out. What? Get the. Yeah.
To catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2.
Hey, we're good.
Setting up 2nd and goal.
Dot.
They'll go with him again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. York, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and There's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
On one, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stick with him again. Took that one outside, waiting for a cutback lane, but it never.
I had to. What you want me to do?
On the carry.
Do something. I'm gonna win. You're good.
So this one,
I'll be back, my guy.
for the